What's up guys? Today is a bit of a different one for you all, for all my regular viewers. This is a BMW C400X and it's a moped. It's a big moped, but it's a moped. And I'm going to give you my first thoughts, first ride impressions. So if that interests you, stick around. If you're interested in buying one of these, for example, stick around. This video is for you and I'll catch you in a sec. Oh my god, we pay a lot of money to get those potholes. Oh, it's freezing. Right guys, so the C400X, this is a larger moped from BMW. Oh my god, the bumps down this road. It's a 350cc single cylinder engine moped. Leery little moped actually, very comfortable I will say. So we'll go through some basics. What's it like to sit on? Comfortable, very comfortable. It comes with a lot of spec. Ergonomically it's very comfortable, as you can imagine, from a scooter, but the spec on this thing is pretty impressive. I was quite impressed when I picked it up. I'm just borrowing this thing for 5 months or so I just as well use it, even though mopeds aren't really my jam, but we you know, make the most of it. I don't really care. Oh, so spec wise, what's it got? It has a double disc at the front, single disc at the back. I won't go into details on sizes and bore you with that sort of stuff, but it does have some quite cool little things. It's got the BMW system, with a little wheel here, as you can see, so you can navigate through the menu quite nicely. BMW are pretty good at that sort of stuff now, and they've seemed to have got it down to a fine T. It sounds quite cool, this thing, when it's low revs. I think we're good. We'll go down this really slippery road. It's a lovely freezing cold November day today, which is lucky because this scooter has heated grips, 3 levels of heated grips by the way, and 3 levels of a heated seat, and the seat is so hot. It's one of the hottest heated seats I've ever sat in. It's quite impressive. When I picked this up I had an hour commute on it, on sort of like typical biker roads, and it was absolutely fine. This thing shifts for a 350cc bike. This thing shifts, like it can keep up with pretty much anything. Well, it can keep up with anything on the road. You know, you can get up to national speed limit quite easily. I have a few criticisms, I'm not going to lie, but we'll pull over. I'll give you a quick walk around so you can see what we're dealing with, and I'll show you some of the cool little features on this bike. Right, let's stop here. Bit of open ground. Pop, pop, pop. I think pops. Off it goes. Oh. We're rolling. We're still rolling. Right. Let's take a look at this thing. So, I've got it in the Leery white colour. It is very Leery. This is like the M Sport colour. Have a bit of a closer look here. So, look at the wheels there. Really bright. Always awkward when someone drives past and you're trying to talk to yourself in a helmet. You look like a bit of a numpty, don't you? Okay. I know the exhaust is stainless steel. It has a centre stand, it has a side stand. I haven't actually used a side stand yet. The key is huge. Size of this thing. Yeah. I'm not sure about the indicator design. Not for me. But yeah, let me show you one of these couple of cool little quirks on this bike. So, open this thing up here. And you've got a little bit of storage. To be honest, it could be better, but BMW have done quite a cool thing here, where this little soft storage here, BMW Flex case, you click this button and it goes down like such, and it's the perfect size for pretty much most helmets. So the idea is you can go into town, you can put your helmet in there, put that down. You can't ride it like this, because if you look how close it is to the wheel, and it also is touching back there, but then once you're done, you take your helmet back out, click that back up so it's nice and secure, and then yeah, put the seat down, you're good to go. Has a little toolkit and a jump pack, and it's held up by a little gas strut. All very fancy, as you'd expect from BMW. Does have passenger foot pegs as well for the rear seat. Big fat seat, huge. What's that? I didn't even know that existed. I've been putting my key in the whole time. So there is actually a button here that does that. Cool. I really wanted to know that. You have also got some other storage things here. So you've got a little pocket there. You've got exactly the same on the other side. It's about the perfect size for maybe a phone or some, you know, a wallet or something. Also a USB charger in there, which is pretty handy. It's obviously keyless, as most BMW bikes are these days. So yeah, you turn it off, and in order to put the steering lock on, you hold it down, makes a little noise, and it's locked. And then to unlock it, as long as you're near it, once more, and the bike's on. Has LED front lights and LED rears. They look quite cool. It's a bit like the GS light. This screen, I believe it has a different, you can get a different option for the screen. So you can obviously buy a lot of options with this bike, as we can with most bikes these days, especially BMW. I'm just looking at their spec sheet, because I don't know off by heart yet. The comfort package includes the heated grips and the heated seat. I have actually turned the bike off when it was night time the other night. I went to turn the seat down, and I turned the whole thing off. It took me a couple of seconds to figure out what was going on, but not ideal in traffic. So it comes with these as well, these big old hand rail bar things for your passenger to hold on to. You can obviously buy extra stuff to put luggage on from BMW. You can also buy a lower seat, as well as navigation, which I don't have on this bike. I'll try and show you the menu if I can. Oh, it's slippery here. So menu. So yeah, you've got this fancy iDrive system. I don't know if it's called iDrive, but that's a speedo. You've got navigation, so it's greyed out on my bike because I don't have it. Same with media and telephone, because maybe my phone's not connected. And yeah, you can go into settings and fiddle around there. What have we got? Vehicle settings. Let's go across. Lights. So yeah, auto daytime lights, comfort turn indicator. No idea what that is. So yeah, to start this bike you have to hold the brakes in. Obviously there's no gears. Off it goes, and it's twist and go. Mirrors are good, functional. You can buy different screens for this bike, and to be honest I don't know what screen this is, but it looks good from this sort of height. But if I'm honest, when I'm riding, the air that comes off of this thing is smashing me in the face constantly. It's actually really irritating. I'd probably rather not have a screen, or just have a screen that covers the speedometer there. It's actually quite fast. I'll do a stand and start and see how quickly I can get up to sort of, well, before I run out of road up there. But we'll see what I can do, just to show you what it's like really. It's no slouch. Ready? I'll try not to kill the pheasant. But you can see pretty quickly up to 60. At traffic lights, not much is keeping up with you, to be honest. I'm in Pheasant Town at the moment. Oh, you know what pheasants are like when you come across them. They're just eager to kill themselves all the time. I have been hit by a pheasant before, and he got trapped in this sort of area. I was on a sports bike, so it was just flapping me in the face constantly before I could shove it off to one side. Didn't hurt it, just no animals hurt in this situation, but bloody annoying it was. Mud in the road, it's a horrible time of year. I think the horsepower of this bike is about 34. So yeah, it's okay. It would do the job. It does the job for what you want to do. If you're taking this, if you live in a big city like London, Manchester, and you know, you just want to ride around in the city, this is perfect for that. Like this great little moped. It's quite on the long side. I do like the feet position. Like you've got this, I don't know if you can see down there, but you've got a flat surface, and then you can also put your feet up like that. So it's like a bit chopper style. Do a Yui. The turning circle of this bike is insane, as you'd expect from a moped. So manoeuvrability, excellent. Don't know if you can hear the difference here with the wind. I'm getting absolutely smashed in the face, doing 50 miles an hour, and if I put down a little bit, it's all gone. So I'd like that to be a bit higher. And if I bought one, I'd probably buy one that was higher, to be honest. But if you're in the city and you don't really get up to 60 miles an hour, it's not really a big deal. If I go up here, I'm just getting fully blasted. It's like being on my MT-10. But yeah, I'm in sort of like the buffer of it, you know, the eddies, and it's not nice. I think people get a lot of stick as well for having mopeds. Oh my god, that was horrendous. People get a lot of stick, but for what they are, and you know, if you're going around town on one, I don't want to get fully geared up. I don't want to put my full leather suit on, you know, to get on a motorcycle all the time if I'm just going around the corner. And this is ideal for just popping to the shops or just popping round to your mates around the corner. This is a great little tool for it. And I think the stigma of, you know, oh, he's got a moped, you know, and what? The guy obviously doesn't care about his ego as much as you do. So, yeah. And this thing is fast enough. Honestly, you could actually have quite a good time on the twisties. I'm not sure I trust the tyres that much, but yeah, it's pretty good. The throttle application is really nice and smooth, as you imagine from a twist and go. Holy moly, I'm cold. Haven't been out on a bike in a good 3 weeks. Haven't made a video in a good 3 weeks. And it's, yeah, the temperature has severely dropped since last time. It says it's 9 degrees on this, but yeah. It's about 9 degrees too cold for me. Although I have invested in these gloves. I did a review on these gloves. I'll put it up in the top. Oh. But yeah, this bike, cost-wise, if you want to buy one of these, I think you're looking at around £8,000. I'm not sure of the exact number, but you can configure them on the BMW website. BMW have a really good configuration system for all of their products. So you can just build it, see what it looks like, see what the cost would be, and all that stuff. Where to go? I'm going to go forward. Oh, I do feel the bumps on it. But the seat is comfortable. I will give it that. Not much going on in the old Goodwood Hotel today. It's obviously not got an annoying noise, it's quite subtle, quite quiet. You'd imagine so with an exhaust that big on it. I do find myself using the rear brake a lot more, especially in this weather. I know that these bikes are tricked out, you know, ABS, all that sort of stuff, but never lose that. Don't want to grab the front brake and you just imagine it going down, don't you? It always pops when I get to like 10 miles an hour. It lets out a little pop. It's quite funny. You can have a lot of fun on a little moped. Ooh, Aston Martin. That is sexy. I want it. And launch. The front wheel almost comes off the ground if you're a bit aggressive with the throttle. When I picked this up, one of the guys said to me, he's like, just be careful. It was a rainy, horrible day when I picked this up. He's like, just be careful, because in this sort of weather with these leaves and all the stuff like this on the middle of the road, he's like, it will, you know, it will spin the back wheel a little bit. Obviously it's got all the tech to stop it from me from really spinning out, but yeah, you can only defy physics so much. So even at 40, I'm right in that wind buffer. He liked it. Saw it on his face. But yeah, if you're in the business of deliveries, you know, this is a decent bike. I actually find myself riding it quite a lot at the moment, just because it's a bit fun, it's new. It's just horrendous. Oh my god. Need some off-road tyres for it where I live. But yeah, around town, it's probably going to be ideal. I don't want to go into town because my town's horrendous, even though I get straight through it. I should also mention the fuel range on this thing. Now, I put 12 pounds in this the other day. Yesterday I put 12 pounds in it, yeah, of normal, regular, unleaded fuel. And the range was about 190. Now, when I first picked this up, I rode it for about an hour, and the range went down by 15 miles. So just to give you an idea of how economical this is, it is very economical. I think I'm averaging, let's see if I can have a look whilst we're riding my vehicle. Yes, it says I'm averaging 65 miles per gallon. Now when I did my trip the other day and I wasn't absolutely ragging it everywhere, I was doing about 75. Why is it so busy here? This is grim. I think you'd be surprised at the sort of stuff you can keep up with on one of these mopeds. You could probably annoy quite a few people on it. Right, thumbnail time. Let's park in the mud. Oh god, don't crash. Oh, it's so muddy. Oi! Thumbnail. Hopefully my GoPro didn't turn off because it runs out of battery. That's what usually happens. Oh, it is available in a different colour as well. You don't have to have this leery sort of white colour. Let's go and have a look at Goodwood, see what's going on there. Yeah, I have it in this sort of M Sport colour as you saw at the beginning of the video. You don't have to have it in that colour. What are you doing? Jesus. I get so annoyed with people on the roads. I literally have zero chill. Wow. That's sick. I always seem to see nice cars when I go on my rides. You won't be impressing anyone with a scooter, but you can impress yourself. Still rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Someone's walking the dog on the racetrack. That's a bit random, isn't it? Let's go and have a look over here. People flying. Be nice to have a little plane, wouldn't it? A little bit of flying. Fancy going to France today? Yes. Is the plane fueled and ready to go, Jasper? Yes. Yes, it is. It's ready to go. Good. Get over there to take the bags. Right. Let's get the hell out of here. All planes. It's like a plane workshop. I didn't even know that existed. Sick. Hello. I'm having good fun on this. Don't let it put you off. Anyway, I won't ramble too much, guys. This is the C400X. If you liked it and you like this video, give it a like. Thanks very much for watching. I know it's a bit different from the usual, from the norm. If you did like it, please consider giving me a subscription, because I'm not that far away from my original YouTube goal of 1,000. And that'd be a lovely day. Oh, it is a grind. It's a grind. See you on the next one.